Good morning, how are you? Wish you are fine. I'm Dr. Bassem, plastic surgeon. Uh, Today, within this series, I want to speak about the ageless phase, and I will try to tell you about the secrets of the ages. We should understand advanced glycation and products. Okay, advanced glycation and products. It is universal fact that people everywhere desire to look and feel their best, regardless of chronological age. You would think that teaching people that eating correctly and following healthy lifestyle would prolong the quality and length of their lives, help prevent degenerative diseases from Alzheimer's to cancer, and fight against vision problems. I have glasses, but I'm trying to get rid of them. Vision problems, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, arthritis, and more would be enough to motivate them to take better care of themselves. Unfortunately, in today's world, the message often falls on deaf ears. Surprisingly, it's often vanity that saves the day. When people hear that they can radically affect the way they look, decrease and help prevent deep wrinkles and sagging skin, lose body fat, maintain muscle mass, and increase energy and athletic performance, they become very interested. While often perceived as a shallow trait, vanity is actually one of the greatest of human motivators, and no amount of teaching or preaching about health can quite compare with its transformative powers. And that's a good thing, because how we look physically is not just about aesthetics or attractiveness. Our skin and outward appearance are accurate reflections of what is going on internally, the state of our internal organs, hormone levels, and overall psychology and physiology. Why is that? What is happening to our outsides that so mirrors our insides? What's happening is that we are forming ages, which, to put it simply, are among the most age-accelerating substances known to science. What wrinkles tell us? Some wrinkles tell us that we had a hard life. Some tell us that we have spent too much time in the sun. Some tell us that we are getting older, and some tell us that we have inherited grandparents' face. But all wrinkles tell us that the deep lines and sagging skin we see are partial by products of process known as glycation. Glycation occurs when a glucose sugar molecule binds to a protein molecule without the influence of enzymes, proteins that accelerate the rate of chemical reactions. In scientific terms, we refer to these sugar-protein bondings as ages, an appropriate acronym for advanced glycation and products. While wrinkled skin is one of the visible appearances of ages, most degenerative diseases are affected in one way or another by disease-producing glycation reaction. These reactions result in major damage to the body, including arterial stiffening, atherosclerosis, the clogging, narrowing, and hardening of the blood vessels, the formation of cataracts, neurological impairment, diabetic complications, and wrinkled, sagging skin. In other words, the formation of ages is responsible for serious damage to the body, both internally and externally. Breaking through the ages barrier. For years, scientists have thought that there was no way to reserve the effect of ages. They have tried to develop anti-glycating drugs, all of which have been proven to be either ineffectual or potentially dangerous. This is why what I want to talk about is very important. For the first time, you will read about breakthrough strategies to stop and prevent the damage ages can cause. Okay, I will tell you more later. Okay, Ageless Face teaches you how to holistically reserve the visible damage to skin in the form of wrinkles, sagging, and loss of tone and contour, as well as the invisible internal damage in all organ systems, including age-related memory loss. You will learn how ages are formed inside the body, resulting in serious damage to skin and all organ systems, how ages was widespread and determined in processed food as trans fats and high fructose corn syrup. How it is not only the food you eat, but the way they are prepared that influences the glycation process. You will also learn the best cooking methods to avoid their transformation. How to offset the aging mechanism with safe, effective, targeted nutritional supplements that will prevent the glycation reaction at the exact moment that the glycation is occurring. For example, when you eat sweets or grilled meats, and how ages help create the exacerbate the deleterious effect of inflammation now familiar to the pericone readers, and perhaps most important, how you can control it and reserve many of its negative consequences. I want to introduce you to a supplement that can save your eyesight, and a potent drink that can detoxify your system even when you have had too much alcohol. It is not related now to speak about alcohol or no. Okay, you will learn what to eat, and more important, what to avoid eating, and how important certain types of exercises can be stave off the aging process. And you will discover how groundbreaking stem cell science has been used to develop topical formulas that keep ages from making you look older than you really are. Although my initial focus is always on creating and maintaining youthful, beautiful, and healthy skin by controlling and even reversing ages, and we can now reap huge additional benefits. We can prevent insulin resistance, the precursor to metabolic syndrome, prevent diabetes and help alleviate symptoms in diabetes sufferers, control the process leading to Alzheimer's disease. Prevent vascular disease, protect the retina and preserve eyesight, prevent kidney disease and impaired kidney function, prevent cataracts, prevent loss of memory and diminished brain power, prevent cardiovascular disease, prevent the chromosomal instability that leads to cancer. After decades of research, we are finally getting closer to solving the mystery of how to safely and effectively prevent age's deadly and disfiguring effects. Ages accelerate aging. Western medicine is divided into hundreds of different specialties. The neurologist studies and treats the brain. The dermatologist focuses in the skin, hair, and nails. The ophthalmologist, the eyes. The cardiologist, the heart, and so forth. However, ages cut across the myriad medical specialties, and its study complete us to create treatment that are truly holistic. While there is not one definitive cause of aging, the different pathways including inflammation, insulin imbalance, and ages are closely interconnected. All three are major players in the physical and mental deteriorations and that often accompany aging, accelerating with each decade. The reason for this is the simple fact that our bodies are composed mainly of protein, and protein is responsible for the daily functioning of the body. Ages are highly destructive to this protein. When the integrity of the body protein is threatened or compromised, there is a significant impact on both the body's function and appearance. As we age, the protein in our bodies begins to deteriorate. This is due in large part to the damaging effect of aldehyde, which are a class of highly reactive chemical compounds and sugar. Aldehydes do their damage by accumulating in the body from such diverse sources as alcohol intake, cigarette smoking, vehicle exhaust, fumes, and even chronic candida infection. Aldehydes are also decrease energy production by inhibiting coenzyme A, which is present in all living cells and essential to the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and some amino acids. Chronic aldehyde exposure also contributes to numerous signs and symptoms of aging, including heart disease and cataracts, and has damaging effects on brain function. I have spoken about in my other channel about lectins and how they affect the kidneys and the brain, and about how to choose the food which is related to your blood type. You can follow the other channel, Dr. Bassem Sulieman, to know about it later. How ages form. It all starts with sugar. The problem is with sugar. All sugar molecules can be linear. Think of a straight piece of string on a table. Or they can cyclize, that is, form a circle by connecting both ends. At normal body pH, acid-alkaline balance, most of our glucose is in a circle. This is the good news because the circle is more stable. Unfortunately, the remainder of the glucose is in the straight or a linear form, which is highly reactive. It is this linear glucose that attaches to our protein. This attachment is called cross-linking, a phrase that comes up over and over again in Ageless research. Cross-linking or glycation is the result of Ageless. These three terms, cross-linking, glycation, and Ageless, are often used synonymously because each describe the end result of Ageless formation. In other words, the cross-linking of glycation of proteins result in the formation of advanced glycation and products. To visualize this process in action, imagine that you are building a ladder. Start with the two long side pieces and a box full of short cross pieces, the rungs, which will act as the step of the ladder. The long side pieces represent proteins. The short rungs represent sugar, glucose. When we begin, the two long side pieces of the ladder are not connected by any rungs. In other words, the proteins in our body are free flowing with a lot of space for water between them. Now we take the two long side pieces of the ladder and add one rung. The rung, which is sugar, has just connected or cross-linked the two proteins, making them stiffer and less flexible and free-flowing. As the years go by, more and more sugar rungs are added to the protein side pieces, making the proteins more rigid. As we can imagine, once the ladder has been built by connecting the sugar rungs to the protein side pieces, there is very little space for water inside the ladder compared to when the two long side pieces were not connected. This is what creates the serious problem of alerted proteins. Once the structure and function of the proteins have been altered, they can no longer effectively fulfill their critical roles. So the first step, try to get rid of sugar as much as you can. Try to get rid of it. Try to take, for the first step, we will speak about try to get to take sugar from natural supplements, and in general try to lessen it as much as you can. Save your protein. Protein degeneration and malfunction is a major cause of aging and can be the result of attacks on proteins by other molecules. If glycation gets out of hand, many proteins that are vitally important for the proper functioning of the body will be degraded or destroyed. Our natural ability to protect against glycation decline with age, which in turn leads to increasing glycation damage. A critical enzyme involved in protection against glycation is glycolase 1, using a model system involving the nematode worm, which has been studied extensively in the field of life extension. Of course, humans are quite a bit different from nematodes. However, any substance that can undo the incalculable damage of ages deserves additional research. This is the second step of what I want to speak about ageless phase. If you like the video, make a like for it, subscribe to my channel, activate the ring and the bell, and share it with your friends. Good morning.